Hey everybody, my name is Jody and thank you for joining me. So today, let me see if I can get this right. I'm sitting in the vehicle. I think I'm always sitting in the vehicle. Today I was sitting in the parking lot and at an office, and I saw this hawk. And I just sat there and I watched it for a little bit. And it would catch an updraft of air, and it would go really high. And then it'd lose it and it'd come down, it'd soar a little bit, just a little bit above the ground. And then it would catch another one and it'd go up really high. And it just kept doing this, and it kept circling around this area. And I got to thinking about humans. We get super motivated to do something. So we catch that updraft of air and we soar real high and we're real excited, and then something happens, and the next thing we know, we're dropping a little bit, and our motivation goes down, and we're like not as excited about it as we were before. And then we catch that updraft of air and we're like, I can do this, and we go right back up, and then something happens and we're like not doing it and we're going down. And how is it that we can stay consistently going up? Well, we're not going to be able to stay consistently up. It's just not going to happen. But just like that hawk, as it was circling around, it would go down and it would rest, because it would soar and its wings would be like just staying there, and you could see it wasn't flapping its wings, it was just on that air, and it was just staying there. And then it wouldn't, when the air wasn't as bad and it would sink down, the hawk didn't get scared. It didn't have a lot of self-doubt and a lot of worry. It didn't have a lot of stress and going, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'll ever catch that air again. It didn't do any of that. I mean, it just waited naturally, waited it out, and then caught another draft of air, went up and circled around and hung out there. So a lot of times we do that. Like, we get really excited, and then we allow self-doubt, or we allow fear to drop us down. Maybe we're not motivated that day, but we don't need to stay down. Sometimes when we allow some sort of motivational downer, and that's what I call them, like motivational downer, to get down, maybe we're just tired that day, or maybe we just need a break, and that's fine, that's okay. But don't let self-doubt or fear or any negative emotions get in there while you're down. Take a day off, it's okay. Take time to relax, to regroup and regain your confidence to go at it tomorrow. And those are okay. But when that hawk was losing his air, he didn't sit there and say to himself, I don't know if I'll ever catch any air again. I don't know if I'll ever be able to fly again. I don't know if I'll be able to make it again. He didn't do that. Or he or she. He just literally waited it out, caught another draft of air, and boy, he went back up again. And then he was flying high and circling. And sometimes we need to remember that when we have those moments of being down, or when we have those moments of not being motivated, it's okay. But we don't need to let things that are negative, like self-doubt and fears and all of those, come in there and keep us down. Realize that we're going to have those low moments. Realize that we're not always going to be up, and that we can go ahead and catch our updraft of air and go right back to the top where we need to be able to do our very best. Now, everything is going to have its own kind of hard, and it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. It doesn't matter if it's your job. Even if it's a job that you love, it's going to have moments that are extremely hard. It doesn't matter if it's your marriage. You're going to have moments that are hard. There's not going to be any perfect moments that are consistently across the board, every day of the week, every day of the month, every day of the year, going to be great. You're going to have some moments where it's really hard. Raising kids is hard. I mean, you wouldn't trade it for a thing in the world, just like you wouldn't trade the other things. But it's still going to have its moments where it's hard. But in those moments, it's when you say, okay, this is one of those hard moments. And it's going to be that way for a few minutes or like an hour or so. And we're just going to take a break. We're just going to catch a breath. We're just going to walk away and we're going to regroup. And then we're going to come back and we're going to work at it. Because that's what it takes. Any relationship, whether it's your friends or your whatever, it's all going to have its hard. And if right now part of your hard is you're struggling with money and you're struggling to keep things going and keep things met and all that, that's okay. It's going to be hard for a moment, but it's not going to stay that way. That's where you need to realize it's not going to stay that way. These moments will pass and it will get better. It's not going to stay that hard. Even being rich is hard, but it's all going to be for a few moments and then it's going to get better. You know, even if you struggle with whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, it will get better. And then it will be great again. And there will be moments that you will be on top of the world and you'll be like, this is the best. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's just going to have its moments where it's like, oh, this is fantastic. This is the best thing in the whole world. And that's fantastic. But it's going to come and it's going to go down a little bit. And then it's going to have a hard. And then it's going to be like, I don't know. I'm struggling with this. And it's really struggling. And that's okay. Because that too will be just for a moment. And then it will get better. So just remember that. Today is Monday, and if it's a struggle right now, it's going to get better. If you're on top of the world right now, fantastic. It's all going to be for a moment. And then it's going to go up and down like a roller coaster, and it will pass. And hopefully, if this is your struggle right now, I hope this helps. Because realizing that just like that hawk, it soared, and then it came down, and then it got right back up. I hope that you understand that it's going to get better. It's going to be fantastic. So I love all of y'all. I hope y'all have a great one, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.